All right, Shalom, Shalom. I want to say call Halal Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakwadash, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Double honor to the apostles and elders at GMS to rule well. Peace and blessings to the Akim that's out there fighting and doing this work with truth and sincerity. Back here again with a quick lesson. Lord willing, this is edifying to the elect men out there that's listening and watching these videos. Just a quick lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. You have people that have, I don't know, journeys in their life, if you will, on I'm taking this path. You know, you want to take the path of, I don't know, eating one meal a day. You want to take the path of doing yoga. You want to take a path of just being a vegetarian or a vegan or whatever the case may be, so-called your little spiritual journey, if you will, but not understanding that the right path for you to be on that's going to lead to your salvation for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans is to turn from your wicked ways and come to the spirit and power of Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, to walk upon the paths of the Lord. Because whatever path you own, each one of a path is going to lead you either to salvation or to your destruction. And right here in the book of Deuteronomy with Moses, Deuteronomy 30. Damn, I need to get the, let's see. It's gonna be quick. Damn. Hold on 1 second. I'm sorry. Right there it says choose. See that title where it says choose life. So right here, Deuteronomy 30 and 15, I'm gonna get it in the NLT. Now listen, today I am giving you a choice between life and death, between prosperity and disaster. So according to whatever path you walking on in your life, so to speak, either you have a path that's going to lead to life and salvation when you come into the wisdom and knowledge and understanding of the scriptures, or you go walk according to the rule of the world, but not walk according to the rule of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, which leads you peace, what gives you peace, because the route and the path that people take, it don't bring them into peace. Today, as we speak, beginning with the apostles or the elders and the bishops and the men on down, giving you the path to take to turn back to the old path. I don't want to jump the gun on getting the scripture. This is what the Lord is offering to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans now. Not the path what you think is right. Let me jump over here to Romans chapter 10, since I sent the Spirit having to say that. This is Romans 10 and 3. For they are being ignorant of the Most High's righteousness. So you want to walk according to this world and what this world have to offer and what you feel and what you think is right. But you don't want to choose life. How I just read to you in the book of Deuteronomy chapter 30. The Lord is offering you life or death. You see, prosperity or disaster. Because when you don't walk according to this rule, or you don't wake up to who you are as an Israelite from to your respectable tribe, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, excuse me, then you walk in a path of death, right? So Romans 10 and 3, for they being ignorant of the Most High's righteousness and going about, see, you going about on your journey in life. Well, I believe, well, I feel, well, I think, right? So you going about to establish your own righteousness. Why would a God do this to kids? Why would a God do this? Why would a God do that? Well, that's the thing. Yahweh is the higher power, and his only begotten son, Yahweh Shai. They could do what they want to do. They made you, made us, and created everything you see before you today. So a power, the Heavenly Father can do whatever he want. And he sanctioned his only begotten son, Yahweh Shai, to do what he want as well, man. That's why he coming back to destroy this place with the angels at the end of the day. Because there's too much wickedness and people are walking in the paths of nothing but destruction, and you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans is studious on following behind that. You see? For they're being ignorant of the Most High's righteousness and going about to establish their own righteousness, see, on what you feel, what you think is right. Well, the Bible was written for, the Bible is the so-called white man's book. Or the Bible contradicts itself. So you saying these things to really pump fake your mind and to think that the Bible is wrong, but yet still, this is the path you need to take. Because this is the path that's going to lead to peace, salvation, man. and understanding, right? Their own righteousness have not submitted themselves, right, unto the righteousness of the Most High. Because they want to go about to establish their own righteousness, like it said right here in Romans chapter 10. But the Lord is giving you today, choose life or death, prosperity and disaster. But you want to go about and see what happened to those other groups, guerrilla Hebrew. See, they want to go about to establish their own righteousness, man. And that's a prime example. You not walk according to the rule of Yahweh by Shema Mashah at the end of the day. You know, you want to bring the world point of view or the worldly ways into something that's straight when it comes to this wisdom and knowledge and understanding. You can't cross the two. You can't straddle the fence. You have to choose one. You see? But see, our people, the Lord's people, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, what it says right here in Isaiah 59 and 8. The way of peace they know not, and there is no judgment in their goings. You see, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you think you know peace, but you walking to the beat of this world, and it's not giving you no peace, man. They don't know where to find peace. You don't know where to find peace. Let me finish this in the KJV. The way of peace they know not, and there is no judgment in their goings. They don't make decisions on, if I do this, what's going to be the consequences of that. Every people out here living like there's no judgment. That's how y'all living like a bunch of animals at the end of the day. They have made them crooked paths. Whosoever goeth therein shall not know peace. That's you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You walk in a crooked path, you don't know peace. And then it says in the NLT, they don't know where to find peace or what it means to be just and good. They have mapped out crooked paths, and no one who follows them knows a moment's peace. You don't know. You mapping out a way that's going to lead to your destruction, and you don't even realize it. So you have to walk a particular path that's going to lead to your salvation. There's going to be a doctrine that's going to be taught to show and tell you how and where this path, you need to find this path to walk upon, man. So your paths are of the world, and remember, the God of the world has blinded the minds of the people. So therefore, you don't know where to find peace. Because the thing is with Jake, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, it's all about trying to find peace. You see, that's why you get these awards. You work hard to get this money to do X, Y, Z. You want to be you want to be not notified. You want to be acknowledged. You want to be acknowledged for your achievements because you put yourself through school. You work so hard. You come out the gutter. This, that, and the third. Because that's Jake, all across the board. You know, my father, like Floyd Mayweather. You know, dad went to prison, drugs, whatever. And he was in the gym, he didn't go to school. So that's Jake's MO. That's their story. It's come from the trenches and hard times to still make it. So they think they found peace. But you walk on a crooked path, man, because there's no justice along your path. You see? Yours is, the crooked path is dishonest. You see? Lack of peace, dishonest. You know? There's no peace in your walk. In your path, man. It lack peace. It's dishonest, man. It's wicked that the path that you're walking upon. Because you sell out to get your money. You sell weed, drugs, whatever the case may be, to try to get ahead. And you think that path that you're walking and set yourself upon is right when it's not, man. Right here in the book of Jeremiah, I think it's 6 and 16. Here's what the Lord is telling you through his men, beginning with the apostles and the elders and the bishops. It said, thus, Jeremiah 6 and 16, thus saith the Lord, stand ye in the ways and see, and ask for the old paths. You see, the path, not the path you made for yourself, which is crooked. It says, thus saith the Lord. This is the Lord is speaking. Stand ye in the ways and see, and ask for the old paths, where is the good way, and walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your souls. So you walk on a crooked path that you mapped out on your own thinking this is the right way to go. You want to establish your own way of righteousness, if you will. There's no judgment in your walk. There's no lack of accountability in your walk. It's all folly, man. You see? But when you come and walk in the ways of the Lord, which is the good way, you will find rest. You will find rest spiritually and mentally, because now you will know, like, okay, this is the reason why XYZ is happening to the Lord's people. Now you would know. Now you know we went into captivity because we broke the laws, statutes, and commandments that was given unto us. Now you know that why the so-called white man act the way he act towards the Lord's people, who is Edom, Esau. Oh, they want the birthright back. So then you start to put two and two together. The Spirit will have you to put two and two together, where you start to understand and see how these things is mapped out. You're like, oh, I get it. But again, your crooked path, you don't have peace or judgment. It's dishonest. So you won't see things in the right form. You're seeing things in a dishonest form. Therefore, look at your actions in your life today. Look how you walking. Hot girl summer, taking vacations and shit. You think you ain't doing nothing wrong, man. You women wearing these skimpy ass dresses, tight ass jeans. Your men dressing like women. You're not even thinking what? You smoking weed, getting tattoos, getting edge ups. You're not thinking that's going against the scriptures, man. We're not supposed to be doing these things. But again, walking your path, which is crooked and dishonest and lack peace, then that's the type of path you're going to follow. And that's allude to your actions on how you living. Again, you living like there's no judgment. When the Lord is telling you, thus saith the Lord, Jeremiah 16:6-16, thus saith the Lord, stand ye in the ways and see and ask for the old paths, where is the good way, and walk therein. Walk therein the old paths, man. Having this wisdom and knowledge and understanding. Seeking your ancestors, man. This was written for our learning, man. Aforetime for our learning. Be prepared for the search of your forefathers, man. Job in the book of Job 8:8. You know, Moses, Aaron, Samuel, Joshua, Luke, you know, so on and so forth, man. King Solomon, King David. You see? Also, I set watchmen over you, saying, hearken to the sound of the trumpet. But they say, we will not hearken, meaning the sound of the voice of the Lord, which is through his men, because he gave this wisdom and knowledge and understanding unto. There's an unction that was given unto us, right? To know all things, to lift up your voice like a trumpet, to show his people, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, their transgressions. So you'll know what path you need to be walking on and get off the crooked path that you love to walk and hold in high regard, man. Which that path is dishonest. It's going to lead to your destruction, where the Lord told you, choose this day, life or death, man. So with that, Lord willing, I hope this is edifying. Until the next time, I shall say, Shalom.